What's up, guys? Mark Fleetwood here. Welcome back to the Daily Grind Trader. I know it's been a while. I'll explain why I've been gone for a while and let you know what's going on with Bitcoin at this moment as we speak. Stay tuned, guys. I've got a lot to talk about tonight. Alright, guys, let's get the obvious out of the way first. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I am a guy who's currently been inconsistent on putting his TA view on the internet, but that's what I do. I do technical analysis and put it out there for you guys to see. You can correct me, you can give me constructive criticism, all that good jazz. But nonetheless, I do it for fun. It's educational and entertainment purposes only. Please, if you make a trade, realize you make a trade at your own risk and do your own due diligence. Now, with that out of the way. So with that out of the way, the first thing I want to address is why it's been so long since I made a video. I've been having some issues, physical, with my knees, or with my left knee. And it actually caused me to have time where I was missing time from work, and I had to schedule a doctor's appointment and then get a referral for an MRI, and eventually referred for a orthopedic surgeon. So I've been out of work. I've been going back and forth with doctor's appointments, really throwing off my sleep schedule, my timing schedule, and just kind of throwing off the way that I do things. And I haven't had time to really even play the market as much as I like to myself, let alone be able to do it and diagnose things to be able to make a video on it. But with that being said, I've got plenty of time coming up off of work because I got my MRI results back. I have a fully torn ACL, fully torn posterior meniscus, partially torn PCL, and partially torn tendon. So I am on the shelf for a while. I work a physical labor job. I'm industrial maintenance. So yeah, I'm on the shelf for a while. So maybe with the time I can start doing things doing a little bit more back to the channel. All right, guys, let's hop right into Bitcoin. Again, I'm talking about Bitcoin almost entirely by itself right now because everything is waiting to do what Bitcoin does. So many other coins are going to be in the same pattern, and I don't know if you noticed, I stopped trying to make a triangle out of this because every time we thought we were in a triangle, and you know, I will say that I was wrong on the triangles for this particular pattern, and so was everybody else who was posting triangle breakout. You know, this was supposed to be a triangle breakout here, and this one was supposed to be a triangle breakout here. Part of TA is when you're wrong, it was wrong, and you draw it again, and you make an adjustment, you change where you're at. And what I've found is that we are in a direct high-low range. We're in a range period. So here, this red line here is our hard resistance. 40,000, 41,000 in that range has been the hard resistance. We've touched it multiple times and gotten rejected from it every time. 30,000, 31,000. This morning it dipped really low. We hit 28K, but that was on literally an hour, or it was a 4-hour candle that got that low and then bounced right back up. So yeah, while that did dip below, it pulled right back up very quickly. Now, I made a buy order here at 31.3. I was anticipating a rebound off of this support. Now, the mistake I made was 2 days prior. I made a buy order at the end of this candle because I thought this hammer was going to be a rejection at a lower price. And I made a long position here. And I never make the same mistake twice. I had a stop loss at 3%. This thing hammered down like 12% or something. So I stop loss. I lost a couple bucks, but I was able to buy back in 2 days later at a much lower cost and with much more upside potential. I mean, as of right now, from 31.3 to 34 as we speak right now, 34K, I'm already well into 4-5% profit, and on margin 40% profit. So not bad overall. Guys, the last video I made was talking about this pattern here, this Morningstar. The Morningstar played out and had a pretty good up run. It ran it back up to the resistance. But this purple line here, this purple line is our 200-day EMA. And the 200-day roadblocked Bitcoin hard. So we never got to the secondary target. If I didn't mention this in the video previous, I should have, and I apologize if I didn't. I believe I did though. The first big resistance was going to be the 200-day EMA. That had to be broken before you could think about anything else, before you could think about the total, width of this pattern being, the next target at 51K or 52K. That's the hopeful breakout of the total breakout, but we never got past the 200-day EMA. And it's been a hard resistance here, here, here. And again, with that being said, we're likely looking at another sell potential at 39 to 40,000. And even more dire, the death cross, the 50-day crossing under the 200-day, which typically indicates very, very bearish sentiment in the market. Which, of course, we already kind of see that the bears right now are in control. But this consolidation period could very easily break in either direction. It is not atypical to have a period of time where you're in a range and you trade a range and you break up or you break down. You're not going to stay in a range forever. Well, this could go on for another 3 weeks to a month. It very easily could go into this range. It's already 38 days, I think. Let me see. From the first fall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 37 days already in this range. So, with that being said, now it becomes something you can be confident in, saying, if you bought in here, even if you were to buy in now, again, this is not advice, it's just hypothetically speaking, if you were to buy in now, the potential is that within the next couple of days, you'll be seeing a high near 38 to 40,000, and you should probably sell there. Now you say, what if it breaks out? If it breaks out, you watch for a price above this line, you see a retest, and you buy the breakout. If you hold here and it gets rejected and it falls back down, you gotta sell quickly. You might have to sell overnight. You might have to have a sell order in while you're sleeping, and you're gonna lose profit. The more profitable play is to sell at the resistance, or as close to it as you can feel comfortable with, which will likely be less than this 40K now because the 200-day moving average is slightly below that. So we might be, by the time this gets up, it might be 39,000 where the hard resistance is going to be. Then, if the resistance breaks and has a clean break, then you can rebuy and buy the breakout, because once that resistance is broken, now you could have a potential for a long upswing. Now you have a potential where you had this consolidation period here. This was sideways for a while. Once it broke up, now you've got you could buy a long position here and just ride it. Where here it's not worth riding, because you'll probably hit this and then break even. You'll probably sell right back down, or lose some of your profit if you catch it early enough. The problem with that becomes these single day drops that are kind of some massive single day drops that are hard to catch, and they're typically within a couple hours. It's not like the whole day was just slowly dropping hour by hour by hour. So guys, this video kind of where we're at in the market. We're obviously, I'm not saying anything that no one doesn't already know. We're in a highly confined consolidation period. We're seeing our window now, and I can see exactly where our buy and sell windows are. You can make money in this market. You can make money in these windows. Buy the bottom, buy the support, short the resistance. It can be done, but you have to have faith in your knowledge and knowing what you're doing when you're doing it. I've made some good trades. I made some bad trades in this window when I was thinking it was a triangular window, and I made mistakes on that. So at this point, I'm fairly confident that I can ride this up. I can ride this up to about 38,000 and then sell it there. And then once I sell it, I will also check for this resistance. If the resistance holds and it starts to fall, I'm going to go short. I'm going to take a short position and probably try to short it back down to about 32,000 to 31,000, whatever I'm comfortable with, and ride it again. You have to get comfortable with shorting. I mean, here, this position here was an amazing short position at 40,000. You get it all the way down with nary a day, not a single. I mean, one day where it kind of bounced back a little bit and finished green, but every other day it had been deep in the red. So a great position to short. You hit a hard rejection on a resistance like this, and you have to be able to short the market. All right, guys. With that being said, that's going to be the video for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Like if you liked, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I will be back to at least 3 videos a week. Sorry about the previous gaps in videos. I hope you guys understand. But as always, until next time, peace.